take a shot? Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Racing to the end zone. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Burrow looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 67 yards. And the Blues get a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Another run with Mitchell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's what he can do, you know, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35. They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To the air again, Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Blues get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
No score, team.
Second down and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got Higgins over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And Burrow going to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defense have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Brown. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. The 20, 10.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high